Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video here to cover a bunch of Steam news and updates once again. The Ubisoft train continues to roll on as some of their major titles are headed back over to Steam. Better late than never. I believe this one is a notable release, but man, I feel like it came out like 4 years ago. We'll talk all about it and another lower key release, but honestly, the lower key release is what I am more excited about. We'll talk about that. We got some free Steam DLC you guys can take advantage of right now. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, Ubisoft titles coming back to Steam. We got The Division 2 and we got Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the Game Complete Edition. Now, The Division 2 was one of the very first games I remember not appearing on Steam. I think it came out back in early 2019, so it was like right after Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because Odyssey has always been available on Steam. So I feel like with Division 2, that's when they started the initiative of not bringing their games on over to Steam, and Odyssey came out at the end of 2018, so the Division 2 probably, if my timeline works out, was probably early 2019. You know, it's a game that I know a lot of people sunk a lot of time into. I think the PC audience did definitely get stifled by it being not only a Uplay exclusive, but I believe it was on the Epic Game Store, so I believe there was an agreement working there, because I know EGS was working with Ubisoft for a while of more of a standpoint of, hey, let's pay them money so they don't bring their games to Steam. Probably, like, the wackest way to do it. That kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, like Sony paying Square Enix to make like Final Fantasy a timed exclusive, but it's even more whack. It's even more whack than that, because nobody would probably buy the game on Epic Games, so people would just go to Uplay, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And yeah, all these years later, Ubisoft, I know some people are memeing on them, being like, oh, Ubisoft's coming crawling back, but it's good of Valve of always keeping an open door. I mentioned it in a video before, and some of you guys agreed with me, like, I don't know, it's obviously very immature of me to be like this, and that's why I don't run a multi-billion-dollar business, but I would be petty as all hell. I would be like, yo, you left our storefront for years and years, you signed deals to make all this money, you went on your own storefront, and now you want to come crawling back to me? Like, I would be like, yo, F off with that, but you know, Valve's in the business of making money, and at the end of the day, you know, them losing one publisher, two publishers, or even three publishers, that's really no skin off their back. They're gonna bounce right back. I mean, they don't even have to bounce right back. They're not gonna lose any momentum off of that, and that's why all of these other storefronts want to come together. But again, it's good that there's multiple storefronts. It's just, I believe, you know, make every game available on every storefront. But nonetheless, that's me being petty. And again, that's why I don't run a multi-billion-dollar business, because that is pretty lame of me. But some of you guys agreed with me that you would be petty as well. You know, The Division, I played the hell out of The Division 1. Division 2, not as much. But, you know, it's nice to see a game at this level come back to Steam as well. Alright, moving on from that, also Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the Game Complete Edition, coming to Steam on January the 5th. By the way, Division 2 is January the 12th, so 1 week apart for these two titles. This is the one that I am more excited about. This is a throwback beat-em-up action title. Rediscover the beloved 2D arcade-style beat-em-up inspired by the iconic comic and movie Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I'm not a big Scott Pilgrim guy, but this game is a ton of fun. The Complete Edition includes the original game, as well as its original DLCs, the Knives and Wallace add-on packs. Play as your favorite characters: Scott Pilgrim, Ramona Flowers, Knives Chow, Steven Stills, and yeah, I don't know all these characters, but nonetheless, and more. Level up and learn new awesome abilities, unlock secret items and modes, summon powerful allies, and more, and team up with friends and play through it together. This is a game that I played way back when it initially came out. I think it came out on like the PS3, and that's where I played it. Let me actually find that out for you guys. Okay, I look up Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and what I get is the movie. Yeah, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and that was all the way back in 2010, so it's been quite a while since the initial release, but nice to see this also get a release on Steam. More of these games coming to Steam is a good thing. The one franchise that is really missing to me on Steam right now is Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if that's ever going to come to fruition, but hopefully at some point. You know, I know that Epic Game Store had a big influence on Kingdom Hearts ultimately even coming to PC, but hopefully at some point we can get Kingdom Hearts on Steam as well, because can you imagine, like, Kingdom Hearts on the Steam Deck? Oh, baby, I'd be all over that. I've been wanting to replay the entirety of Kingdom Hearts for a while, and then I started Kingdom Hearts 1, then I realized that game has aged absolutely poorly, and Destiny Island is absolutely terrible, and that got an immediate refund on the Epic Game Store. Yes, I bought it on EGS, immediately refunded that after after Destiny Island made me lose it. But nonetheless, there you go with that. Alright, moving on from that, Sonic Frontiers has some free DLC. The game is also discounted, but there is the Holiday Cheer Suit that is available free right now, so you can check that out. If you own the game, you can just add it to your library, available for free. Sonic Frontiers, on the other hand, is 30% off for $42. I very much foresee this being one of those games that I talk about incessantly, and you guys being like, shut the hell up, stop talking about Sonic Frontiers. Surprisingly, the game has an overwhelmingly positive reception on Steam, which I find wild. North of 10,000 reviews, 95% positive. I think a lot of people understand the fact that, Sonic Frontiers has a lot of issues, but if you're a fan of Sonic games, you're literally starving for quality content, and Sonic Frontiers is most certainly a quality game, so you'll want to have a look at that. Maybe not at $42 because that's quite pricey, but man, if you can get it a little bit cheaper, I think Game Belay has it for like $36, or they had it for $36, around that price range. Even at $42, I think it's pretty good. The game has a great soundtrack. I think the gameplay is solid and the platforming is good, albeit a little rough around the edges, especially when it comes to a combat standpoint. That seems to be the area where most people have their issues with Sonic Frontiers, but I think the game is really, really good, man. And, again, if you've been a fan of Sonic games for a while, you probably played Sonic and, like, the freaking Black Knight. You probably played, like, Sonic and the Secret Rings, where that game wasn't that good outside of the main theme song. You probably played, I don't even know, Sonic Lost World. Like, those games were so, like, average, that Sonic Frontiers being above average, and, there's been really bad Sonic games. Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed was absolutely horrid. Sonic 06, etc., etc. I can go on and on. We've played so many horrendous Sonic games that, Sonic Frontiers being a 7.5, 8 out of 10 tier level game, that may as well be a 10 to people that like Sonic games. And, the gameplay style is different enough, and I think the rhetoric most people are saying is that Sega has now laid out the foundation where they can build upon it, and it can get better and better. There's going to be free updates and DLC coming to the game in early 2023 as well, so that's something to be looking forward to. Again, it's always going to be a tough sell for me to recommend a game at $42. That's just super, super pricey. But, if you've been eyeing it for quite a while, I think you'll ultimately have a good time with it. And you can get the Holiday Cheer Suit pack for free right now. On top of that, there is the Monster Hunter Collaboration Pack that is available free as well. That'll get you some Monster Hunter equipment and an in-game cooking mini-game that can upgrade Sonic stats and whatnot. But that's going to do it for me. Again, The Division 2 available on Steam come January the 12th, as will Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Hopefully this means Skull and Bones. Ubisoft, do not shoot yourself in the foot and just limit Skull and Bones' appeal on PC by making that game exclusive. That's probably the most disastrous thing they could do to a new IP like Skull and Bones, unless, Epic Game Store is gonna pay you a fat wad of cash. Well, fine, you can take that money, but man, if you want that game to do well, you gotta release it on Steam. I just think that's gonna be best for it, as far as that game is concerned. And Sonic Frontiers has some free DLC. Game is discounted as well at $42. That'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.